Hello everybody, my name is Jeramie and I'm a fitness instructor here at 19 Wing Comox. Before we get into this video, I just need to read a quick disclaimer. For your safety, please ensure to read the full disclaimer located in the description below this video before you start the viral training. If you are a military member and you get injured during this video or this exercise routine, please fill out a CF98 and hand it in to your superiors. If you're a civilian doing it, that's totally fine. Just remember that it is always good to get medically cleared before participating in any type of fitness program. With that being said, we're just going to hop into it here. So today we're doing a Tabata to help get ready for the force test. So we're going to be focusing on the 20-meter rush and what it takes to get ready for that portion of the test. We find it to be one of the harder ones people struggle with passing for a few reasons. Time, the agility, and the up-down motion that it takes. There's a lot of pivoting and quick movements, so that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to be doing burpees, lunges, push-ups, yard sails, and mountain climbers. But before we get into that, we're going to do a bit of a warm-up. Once the warm-up is complete, I will go through each portion of these so you know how to do each exercise, and then we will get started. All right, so for our warm-up, you can do a lot of different warm-ups, but just to get started, we're going to start with a chest stretch because we're going to be using a lot of chest, front deltoid, and triceps. So just crossing over, one arm over the other. For each one of these, you should be doing it for at least 20 seconds. And you can always pause the video to do a little bit more if you feel you need it. And we're just going to go up for the delts, doing that front delt and lateral delt. And as we come through the movement, we're going to be hitting the rear delt. Trying to bring our arms right past our ears. The warm-up is just as important as the workout itself. I should mention, guys, you don't really need any equipment for this. All you need is a mat if you feel you need it. It's not really needed, but it is an option. You can do this workout anywhere. And then rear delt, rotations, really popping your chest forward here. Good. And just shake it out. Now we're just going to do some opening of the gate. So you can walk across the room to do these, or you can do it in one spot. The option is up to you. So we're opening the gate now. And then we're going to close the gate. So working on our abductors and adductors. Feel free to turn on any music you guys might want for this as we get started. I will not be playing any, so you can play your own. And we're going to do a rear lunge, so lunging backwards. And we're going to lunge forward. Bringing our knee right to the ground, making sure our knees do not come over our toes and that they are lined up with the toe all the way through the lunge. And we're just going to do a high knee hold. And then a butt kick, so bringing our feet right up to our butt in one place, or you can go across the floor if it makes it easier for you. Then just into jumping jacks. From that jumping jack position, it's going to do a nice wide stance, turning our toes out, past shoulder width apart with our knees. I'm going to bend down and grab the one side, trying to keep us straight back. And we're just going to alternate over. Awesome. So shake it out. Grab some water if you need to, as I demonstrate the exercises. So we're going to be starting with a burpee. There's a lot of different ways you can do burpees if you find them too easy. But the burpee is going to go like so. So we're going to come down, bring our body right to the ground, pop ourselves up, and jump. Down and up. So that's a burpee. If you can't do it that way, you can always bring yourself to the ground like so, and come up like this, and up, and we can work up to a full burpee. You're going to be doing that 8 times, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off on a timer before moving to the next exercise. Next exercise is a mountain climber. So for the mountain climber, we're going to come down, hands on the ground, just past shoulder width apart, keeping our core nice and tight and not arching our back too much. So we're going to have a nice straight back, core tight, and then we're going to drive our legs forward, coming underneath. So slow, looks like this. And as you get better at them, you just pick up the pace. If you really want, you can come across the body like so to work on the obliques a little bit more. But that is essentially it. You can go as quick or as fast as you want. We're going to be doing the same thing, 8 times, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. It starts to feel a lot like cardio, but why we're doing the mountain climber is because when we come to the line, and we're down here, drop down at center for a rush, people always tend to get up like this, and they're 3 feet back from where they should be. If we can work on getting our leg underneath the body, like so, just like a mountain climber, we launch forward. So that's what we're focusing on with all these exercises. Burpee helps push us up with our chest. Mountain climber is going to help accelerate us through the movement to get the 20-meter rush time down. Next one's a rear lunge, and that's just helping strengthen the quads and the glute and the hamstring. So again, when we see people get up, we always see them get up pushing off that quad because they don't have enough strength. So what we're going to do is strengthen the quad by doing rear lunges, nice and quick. Like I said before, if I turn this way, when I'm all the way down, we should be almost at a 90-degree angle between the tibias and our femur. And we want our knee never coming out over top like so, because that puts too much pressure on our patellar tendon in our knee, and that's why people get injured. So 90-degree angle, knee in line with our toes, and not over the toe. Make sense? So just like so, down, switching. And if you, for some reason, have any issue with doing a rear lunge, you can also do a front lunge, same concept, just like so. Again, same 8 on, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. And then we're only 2 more to go. We're going to be doing a push-up for the next portion. The 4th portion is a push-up, really just exhausting the chest after the burpee, focusing on more concentration, whereas the burpee uses a little bit more momentum to help with the up motion. So for the push-ups, shoulder width apart. There's quite a few ways to do push-ups. Most of them are wrong. So shoulder width apart with our arms. We want to have, when we're down in our push-up, we want to make a triangle right here. So if we put a line here, there should be a triangle. You shouldn't be out here, because then you're putting a lot more pressure on your shoulder girdle, and that's how injuries occur. So we don't want to be out here flaring our wings. We want to bring them in close to the body, just like you're doing a bench press. So when we come down, close to the body, driving up. close to the body, driving up. If you're tired and you can't do them, that's fine. Same concept, starting on our knees. Close to the body, cross the feet in the back, come down, drive up. Same thing, still working your chest. You're just taking some of your body weight off because you're not incorporating the legs. It also isn't as good for your core because you're not contracting your erector spina as much or your transverse abdominis. So try to do them properly, and if you can't, you can modify them and use your knees, that's fine. So lastly, we're going to be doing yard sails. And for this one, the main goal is keeping a strong core, not using your hands, because that's what we're trying to avoid in the 20-meter rush. Too many people use their hands while doing the 20-meter rush. What we're trying to do is get those right out of the picture here. So for a yard sail, you're right on the ground, flat, looking up. I know it's tempting to stay in this position and just go back to sleep, but what we're gonna do is lift our legs and we're gonna launch up like so. So we're just curling the core and standing up. It seems pretty easy at first, but once you're down to the 8th round of it, it's going to be pretty exhausting. But the main thing here is working on the core and the legs to get us up out of the movement, not our hands. So everything that we're doing today is working on propelling our bodies forward without the use of our hands, strengthening our core, our chest to help with the explosive, and our quads. So that's it. If you guys need water, grab it now. I'm just going to set up my clock. So if you have a clock, set it up. If you don't, you can follow along with me, that's fine. We're going to be doing 5 exercises that I've demoed, 8 repetitions of each one before going to the next one. It's 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, repeat. It's a classic Tabata setup. You can find these multiple places online and put in your own exercises that you want to use. I've chose ones that I think will help the best with the 20-meter rush. So if you're struggling with that one or want to improve on your time, this is a great one to incorporate. So mine's all set up now behind me on the road clock here, and I'm just going to be following the beeps. So you guys can follow along with me or set up your own timer. Alrighty. So we're going to get started in 10 seconds here. Starting with my least favorite, burpees. Here we go. Not too bad. 5 more whole seconds of rest. Here we go. Remember guys, drink water if you need it. Doing good, halfway there. If you guys get tired, you can always slow it down too. So if you're getting tired, you can come down a little bit slower. It's just working on that constant motion. Bring your body up underneath you. Think of propelling forward. Here we go. Round 7. Worst one's almost over, guys. All right, one more. Then we're going to the next exercise. All right, 1 minute rest now. Just gonna reset my clock. And then we're going into our mountain climbers. Get water now, 1 minute, and we'll get started. Your heart rate should be going up now. Remember, guys, if you've been out because of COVID or any other reason and you need more time, that's fine. Try to get through the 8 of the first exercise, then take the time you need in between. That's not a big deal. You can always work up over weeks. If you were to do this a few times a week, you can even change the exercises that you're doing. Start with 2 minutes maybe of rest, and then as you get your cardiovascular system up, you can slowly decrease the time in between. So we're gonna get started. If I can get this clock working in 10 more seconds. If you need to pause the video for a little while, that's okay too. So going into mountain climbers now. Here we go. First round down. 7 easy ones to go, guys. Might need to tuck in your shirt. Here we go. Driving those legs forward, just like on the rush. Round 2 done. 6 more to go, guys. We started with the hardest one. Really bringing those feet up. Don't care how slow you go, bring those feet all the way up. A good way to go is to try and get 1 every second. So you're doing 20 mountain climbers in 20 seconds. That's a nice goal. It's not required, but there's a goal for you. I just got 35 there, guys, so if you can keep that pace through all 8, you're doing good. Round 5 of 8. Catch your breath, because we're going again. This is round 6, I believe. And now you can try crossing over if you want. Really getting that hip rotation. Doing good. For those of you who are used to weight room training and lifting heavy things, like I am, this can be a bit challenging. Round 7. One more round. We're almost there. Think of why you're doing this, guys. I know it can be hard when you're in the middle of it, but it pays off in the long run. One more round. Just remember, not everybody does this, but not everyone's going to attain the same physique as you or do as well on their test. What you put in is what you get out. So use that energy. Nice. We made it through the second Tabata. 3 more to go. Remember, just like I said, guys, whatever you put into this is what you get out. So if you just half-ass the movements, you're gonna get a half-assed result. It's like anything in life. What you put in is what you get out. So we're going into our rear lunge. In my opinion, one of the easier ones. I put it in the middle for that reason. Give you guys a little bit of a, not a cool down, but to give you a little bit of a break from the faster movements. We're gonna wait another 20 seconds and get started. Right? Ten seconds on the timer. When the beeps go, we start. Rear lunges, 8 rounds. Let's see how many we can do. Coming down. If you're not as coordinated, maybe you haven't played too many sports, that's fine. Focus on body position, keeping the hips up, chest forward, shoulder blades pinched back. Think of pinching your pencil between them. First round is done. Keeping that upper body straight forward, not leaning over those knees. You can go as slow or as fast as you want on this. I like to go slow on the lunge, focusing on that deep stretch through the quad right here. Round 2 done. Ain't nothing to it but to do it, guys. And don't forget about your water. If you have water, unlike me, don't forget to get a sip once or twice during these 10-second rests, or at least during that 1 minute between the Tabatas. Rest it up. And starting round 4. And this workout, guys, you can do this in your local park, at a jungle gym while your kids are playing. You can do this while you're watching Netflix. It only takes 20 minutes of time, not even for the actual exercise itself. obviously you want to warm up and cool down, but the exercise itself is quick. Round 5. Just remember, everyone uses time as an excuse. If you did this 5 times a week and only did 3 Tabatas, you're looking at under 10 minutes of exercise, which exhausts you, and it puts your body into an epoch. So that's an afterburn effect where you can burn up to double the calories per hour for 24 hours. It doesn't take much time at all if you can look past the excuses and just get it done. You guys are doing great so far if you're still with me. You can suffer through this together. And break. Got 2 more left, I believe. See what the clock says. 7, so this one and 1 more. Pushing through. And then we just got 2 left, guys. We're done. Get that deep stretch, hit that 90 degree with the front leg. 1 more, shake them out. If you're not sweating right now, just pick up the pace. And we're done that one. That's not too bad. The next one's pretty hard, guys. We're going into push-ups. For most people, because of shoulder injuries and bad posture, push-ups can be pretty hard. And also because they never get taught how to do them right. So remember what I was saying in the warm-up and demo? You're making triangles. You're not out here. We don't want to hit that front delt. We want to target the chest, the entirety of the chest. So we're coming down like you're pushing something right out at mid-pec height. Does it make sense to everyone? Right here. We don't want to be out here. We want to be in. That's what we're focusing on today. Building that explosive power. We're going to wait another 25 seconds. Let everybody catch up, get your water. I know it's not a very good example. I'm not drinking much water, but I'll be having a lot after. So if you need water now, grab it. Or you guys can wait till the end. If you guys work out in a weightlifting scenario, this might be really hard. For me, I have to do these exercises in between my regular routine, so my chest is already pretty fatigued, which you're about to see. So if you think you're suffering, so am I. We're doing it together. We're going to start in 10 seconds. Push-ups. Remember, you can use them from your knees too, or you can alternate, whatever helps you get them done. 20 seconds. They don't have to be quick. Just focus on form. See, I only did 6 push-ups there. It's all about nice and slow contractions. Time under tension. It doesn't have to just be like this. We're not trying to injure ourselves here, guys. Focusing on nice, explosive up, slow negatives. If you get tired, come to your knees and bump them out this way. And rest. Round 2 done. With a few more to go, guys. Here we go. Round 3. Just like that, 3 down. 5 seconds. It goes quick. The rest is quick, but so is the interval. Also guys, if you're getting really tired now, breathe in through your nose, let it out through your mouth. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Here we go. Notice how I don't let my stomach hit the ground here, guys. Keeping that core tight. I'm not trying to just rebound off the mat. In, barely touching our chin to the ground and back up. Keep your tummy stuck in, okay? Full extension and full flexion. Triceps should be getting sore. You should feel it all through your upper pectorals and even in the lower part if you're getting really fatigued. If you feel it in your shoulders, that's fine. It is a secondary mover here, but what we want to do is feel it primarily in our chest. Focus on the chest. We got one more round here, focusing on the chest. If you're feeling it in your shoulders, remember, tuck them in. Safety first, guys. You may feel weaker, but you're protecting your shoulders. All right. Round 4 of the sweat sesh. Done. We got one more to go. We're working on yard sails. Tie up your shoes, grab some water, and let's get ready to go. Guys, we got another, remember this isn't rocket science here. If you need more rest, you need more rest. We're gonna get started in about 25 seconds though. So if you need more rest, pause the video, get some water. If you can keep up with me, that's great too. Or if you can do it quicker than me, do it quicker than me. If you can get this done quicker than me, then good for you. If you need no rest in between the Tabatas, that's awesome. Here we go, 10 seconds. Yard sails. We're getting up off the ground without using our hands, okay? Here we go. Rolling, launching up, coming down, onto the ground. Launching up, keeping a tight core, coming down into a squat and back down. Notice how I'm moving forward. So if you can do 5 or even 4 in the 20 seconds, you're doing good, guys. Doing good. It's all about the form, not the reps, the form that counts. Coming up and down. Here we go. Start on the ground or up top. Up and back down. We're almost there. I'm getting tired too. It's not just you guys. Round 3. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Here we go, guys. Shake it out. up. Remember, through the nose, out through the mouth. And those feet underneath. So I'm averaging about 4 per now, guys. Nothing wrong with that. Round 5. Here we go. Good job. This isn't supposed to be easy, guys. Remember, nothing worthwhile is easy. You're shaping your body, becoming healthier. You have to force your body to adapt in every sense of the word. You got to be a little bit uncomfortable. Success, adaptation, change. It doesn't live in your comfort zone. We have to step outside of it. And that can be hard for a lot of people. It's hard for me. But together, it makes it a little bit easier. So if you're tuning into these videos and following along every few days, you're gonna see a result. It just takes time, so don't be discouraged. Keep pushing through, guys. Because what's the other option? Normality is what weak people call living. In some sense of the term, that's death. It's not living, it's death. So we're pushing past that now, guys. Leaving the weakness out the door. Sweating it all out here. Last one, and up. Right on time. So that's the workout, guys. Whew. It's a good one. Remember, we're just going to do some stretches now. We'll do some static stretching. Kind of relaxation. You've earned it. So we'll start with our lower body first with a hamstring stretch. On the ground, driving your opposite leg right into the ground. Reaching for your toes. If you can't grab it, grab your ankle. Lean forward. Should feel a nice stretch in the back of your leg up the hamstring. This is targeting your posterior chain here, guys. It's a really good one. Focusing on cardio, getting that heart rate up and keeping it up for enough time to burn those fats, but also doing enough strength building exercise to keep that muscle on, and working on explosive speed, getting our knees underneath the body, driving the body forward over those 20-meter rush lines so you're not standing up backwards. I think in the next video I'm gonna keep with, switch sides. I'm gonna keep with the times. I'm gonna try and do another 20-meter rush video focusing on pivoting motion. So that's the green line that you start on where you turn around, the start and the ending line. We're gonna focus on how to speed up that movement, because that's the other one people suffer with. That'll be for another day. You guys have done plenty for now. Now we're just going to bring our legs in and then hunch your body forward and push down on our knees like so. If you want to move side to side, you can. Keeping our back straight, chest out, nice and proud. So we're nearing about the 40-minute mark here, guys. And that's with your cool down and your warm up and all the exclamations. Think of when you start to get these exercises underneath your belt, how quickly you can do these. Like you can be in and out of the gym half an hour, or not even the gym, at your house, half an hour, and you're done. Easy enough, right? So crossing our leg over like so, we're just gonna lean back and lift it up. This leg is going to stay on the ground, and we're trying to bring our knee into our chest. May not be practical, but that's what we're pretending to do anyways. Really getting that glute a nice stretch, and also hitting our lower back. And switch sides, shake that one out. This leg's great flat on the ground. Bring that leg right in. Now, while we're down here, let's lift this leg up and just drop it over the body like so. Knee on the ground, and the main thing, this shoulder on the ground. Don't let it come off the ground. So make a nice T with your body, like so. This one is another great glute and spina erector stretch. And breathe nice and deep now. This one will really help you tell if you have a stiff back. If you sit a lot for your jogs, this one's a great one to try and incorporate daily. Before bed or when you wake up, it's a good way to start your day or to end the day. And really quickly, back. First leg we have up comes up, and drop that one over. While we're on your mat, let's come down into this position, stretch out the lower back. If this is too much, just on your elbows is fine. Arching the back, you should feel it in your lower back. If you're really tight, you might feel it in your glutes as well, but this is predominantly a low back exercise. Stretch it out. Should be doing about 20 to 30 seconds at least, and no more than a minute per one of these. So if you guys need to do more after, feel free to go through this warm-up again or add in your own stretches at your discretion. Now we're going to come up to our knees, working on the traps, lats, and rhomboids, the upper portion of the back muscle. We're just going to reach forward and tuck our head. Think about pushing with all your might into your fingers and then pulling back towards your body. You're just going to hold that. Deep breathing. From there, you can stand up or stay seated. Tricep and shoulder stretch. So grabbing your hand, if you can't grab your hand, simply push down on this elbow. That's fine too. Do the same thing. You'll find that one side is a lot more flexible. For me, it's my right side is a lot easier to grip. That comes with just a dominant arm and also injuries. We abuse our bodies on the daily. We don't do enough of this flow. Stretching is very important. Alright guys, so that concludes the time for today that we have. I hope that was enjoyable, or at least helpful. It might not have been the most enjoyable for everybody, but we got through it together. The next one, like I said, if you look up me on there in particular, I'm Jeramie Octoroni, and I'm hoping to do another 20-minute rush force testing video that'll help you with the pivoting and turning motions in the rush. Again, I'm based on 19-wing Comox, and I appreciate you guys coming out. Feel free at the bottom underneath this video, wherever it pops up, to hit the notifications bar and follow us for updated videos. All across Canada, PSP instructors are putting out videos for free for all of you guys, for the public. Share them with your friends, and let's start growing this community, because I think it's a great way to stay in shape, especially through the pandemic we're currently in. There's not enough available to you guys, so try to use the resources you do have and check out our videos, and we'll get through it together. Thank you. Take care.